Hello, Silent Crying Bat here, coming at you with another video. And this is going to be kind of an addendum slash continuation of a video I did called HE Collection. The great, good, average, worse, and bad. Or bad, whatever I can have a video. And basically, I'm going to be talking about why why the HE collections were the best, the good, the average, the bad, and the worst. Talking about each one separately. Now, there are going to be repeated ones where I'm going to repeat certain points I made in my previous video, but then I'm going to also expand upon them as much as possible. Now, let's start off with the worst. Again, I'm going to start negative and end positively once I make all the videos, obviously. Now, the Silent Hill HE collection is the worst of the HE collections I've personally played. Why? As I mentioned before, they changed the atmosphere by removing the fog in 2. They changed voice actors in 2, or at least you could choose. They force new voices on you in 3. You can choose them in 2. They changed the audio. Besides the voices, they changed the music and some of the audios. It's zero effort. The cutscenes look horrible. Again, I understand it's a conversion from PS2 to PS3, 360 with HDMI. I understand the cutscenes aren't going to look as great as they did on their original formats. I get that. But if you put some effort into it, they can look halfway decent. I got ones I'll mention later. The cutscenes are pixelated. With the fog not being there in the game, when it transitions to the cutscenes, the fog's there, but it's like they don't want it to be. And it doesn't make sense. Imagine this. Imagine you're watching a movie of the director's cut, and they didn't want a certain character in a scene, and sometimes they'll cut that scene and rehash it together. That's what they did with the cutscene. So what they did in the cutscene of Silent Hill HE Collection. They kind of removed the fog effect that you see in the game to reflect the change in the cutscenes. And with the cutscenes are being slightly pixelated, it makes it look even worse. That's just 2. That's 3 or 4 or 5 fuck-ups in 2. The fuck? Konami? I know you don't really care about Silent Hill anymore, but Silent Hill 2 was your fucking magnum opus. Show it some love. Fuck, make a perfect conversion of 2 and screw 3. I wouldn't be happy because I love 3, but at least I wouldn't have so much to fucking complain about. I mean, I'm a longtime Silent Hill fan. I know fans that know more shit about the series than me are sitting there fucking nitpicking the living fuck out of this conversion too. People don't like 3. People love 2. I think 2 is the best. Pyramid Head doesn't fucking help. I love the character. Anyway, people love 2 and don't particularly like 3. And the conversion does not help at all. Why? Like in 2, they re-record the voice, but at least they gave you an option. In 3, they force the brand new voice acting, the reading of voice acting, whatever you want to call it, that they did for the remake on you in 3. And you're probably thinking, oh, that's not such a big deal, they probably did it better. No. They did Silent Hill 3 about as bad as 2. Basically, Heather, to me at least, sounds like a preppy cheerleader that's on a bitch fest. Which you may think, wasn't she a cheerleader? Was she a kind of character? No, she wasn't. The snarky, bitchy, teenager-ish attitude with the lower voice that she had in 3 fit the character. I wouldn't expect Heather to walk on with a high-pitched voice. I would expect her to have a lower female voice, which is what she has in 3. It fits the character. It fits her look. Like, you can imagine Heather in the original Silent Hill 3 game being a real person with real personality. like, somebody walking down the street you say hi to. But Heather in 3, in the remake of 3, sounds like one of those fucking cheerleaders from a, like a crappy teen comedy or teen rom-com movie, or a 1980s slasher, like the big-breasted blonde bimbo that you want to get off, but usually survives. That character. That's what she sounds like in 3. And you're probably wondering, why are you going on about 3 voice when you haven't mentioned 2's voice, I think. I didn't play Silent Hill 2 with the redone voicing. I stick with the originals because I like the originals. I didn't want to hear how atrociously they butchered the 2 voices after I heard 3. And yes, I read the reviews before I bought the game. I knew what I was getting into, but I can usually overlook certain things if there's a game in the series I like. Like, I love Silent Hill, Downpour, and Homecoming. Do they have flaws? Fuck yes. But I still like them. No. Back to 3. Like I said, she sounded like a bitchy teen from like a bad 80s slasher film or a bad team rom-com. Claudia. Ugh. They... in the original, because she's a religious fanatic that's snarky, holier than thou, I'm better than you, I'm holier than you, I'm above you because of such and such. She had that kind of voice. It fit. Because that's what she is in the game. That's her character in a show. Because, guess what? She's the leader of the fucking Order. And I will do a Silent Hill video later on explaining what the Order is, do a small history. So watch out for that video. Anyway. And Vincent, he's like a librarian, I think, for the Order. He keeps like records and stuff like that. They completely ruined his character with the voice. Because in the original, he's snarky, he's arrogant, he taunts Heather. I mean, he still does all the actions, but the voice helped. You could tell he was fucking with Heather, and he knew it, but didn't care. Like, he was getting a sadistic enjoyment. Like, there's a scene towards the end of the game where you walk into a library to get to the final area of the game, I think it is, and they're having a conversation about the monsters, and he tricks Heather into believing the monsters she's seeing are human. And she believes him at first. Then he does this ridiculous, arrogant laugh. And she completely changes her tone. And she realizes, oh, you're fucking with me. It fit. The voice fit the character. In the remake, it doesn't. It ruins... That scene is completely ruined by how they did his voice. I know, it's a nitpicky thing. I know it's probably not important to most people. But when you play through Silent Hill 1, 2, 3, and even 4... as much as I have, and you start to notice certain things, it blows you out of the experience. Again, at least for me, being a stupidly hardcore fan of the series. I mean, hell, I even like the movie, the first one. The second one, no. But I will maybe do a review of that later. Anyway, this is Silent Crying Bat, and I'll catch you later.